We're here outside the courthouse where a defendant agreed upon a plea deal of 15 years behind bars and 5 years probation for killing his neighbor, Lester Forrest. And I spoke with Lester's wife. She said it was a very difficult decision to agree upon a plea deal, but that it would save her and Lester's kids the heartache of going through a trial.
On February 28th, 2022, you did stab Mr. Forrest in the neck during a fight in the roadway on Beth Avenue in Lehigh Acres, Florida.
Yes, ma'am.
And when Lazaro Arriba was asked if he intentionally committed an act that caused the death of Lester Arnold Forrest, a long pause.
I committed the act, but I didn't intend to kill him. It wasn't my intention.
Lazaro Arriba entered a guilty plea before we all listened to impact statements from one of Lester's daughters and wife.
My dad was the coolest guy I'll ever know. He wasn't just my dad, he was my best friend. Every day I would receive a call from my dad. Today, our lives are very different. Our family is suffering such an incredible loss. We lost the man who tied us all together.
The victim's wife explained that Lazaro Arriba lived next door for 11 months and would often play loud music towards their home. And although there would be some arguments from time to time relating to Arriba feeding wild animals to yelling at dogs, she said Lester and Lazaro became friends, and she still doesn't know why he stabbed her husband to death.
No amount of jail time will ever be enough for the defendant. The defendant gets to live. Mary, Jordan, Caitlin, and I must mourn the loss of Lester, their father, and my partner in life. I don't know if I will ever be able to forgive the defendant. The defendant doesn't deserve my forgiveness. The defendant will have to live with this for the rest of his miserable life. Holidays, birthdays, and family dinners will never be the same without our goofball of a dad.
The defendant, Lazaro Arriba, went on to say he's sorry for what transpired. Again, he is now sentenced to 15 years behind bars, 5 years probation for that murder. Here in Lee County, Elyse Chengery, Fox 4.